Wendy Williams just reignited all the Bieber marriage drama because apparently Justin did something wild the night before he married Hailey.
And they're also saying that the reason that they want to get married so quickly, the set-siders, is that they want to have a baby.
But what's really got fans spiraling now is Justin's own words. In a resurfaced clip, he straight up said the marriage felt arranged and blamed it on their Christian families setting the whole thing up.
It was definitely an arranged marriage.
Between Wendy's hot takes and Justin's own confessions, people are now wondering, what happened the night before the wedding? Let's break it down. Wendy Williams goes off on Justin and Hailey's marriage. Back in 2018, the internet basically broke when Justin Bieber and Hailey Baldwin went from "are they dating" to full-on married in what felt like 5 minutes. The timeline was giving whiplash. They rekindled their situationship in June 2018, got engaged by July, and were legally married by September. Talk about moving at the speed of light. And one person who was not about to hold back her thoughts on this lightning-fast union was queen of hot takes herself, Wendy Williams. On her iconic talk show in September 2018, Wendy absolutely popped off with some scalding hot takes about Justin and Hailey's marriage that had social media in absolute shambles. Let's check out the receipts on what exactly went down when Wendy decided to spill all the tea on the young couple's decision to tie the knot.
Then I'll come back to the picture. I'm very disgusted with you. You. Most of you.
Wendy kicked off her Hot Topics segment with zero chill, making it crystal clear she was not vibing with this marriage, focusing specifically on the fact that Justin was only 24 and Hailey was just 21 when they said "I do."
Oh, Justin Bieber. Okay, so Justin Bieber, who's 24, and Hailey Baldwin, who's 21, they say they may or may not be married. Now, you know, this is a Baldwin of the Baldwin dynasty, and Justin Bieber, though he's only 24, he's been through a lot in his life. He's turned his life over to all kinds of religious stuff, which is apparently very good for him.
Wendy went on to explain that People magazine, aka the Bible of celeb gossip, was reporting that Justin and Hailey had gotten hitched at a New York City courthouse and were planning to have a religious ceremony with a major party later. But the real tea that had everyone gagging was when Wendy dropped the bombshell about their bank accounts.
Oh, and there's no prenuptial agreement. He's worth $265 million. And she's worth $2 million.
The math is not Maything, besties. According to Williams, Justin was sitting on a casual $265 million at the time, while Hailey's net worth was around $2 million. And the gag is, Wendy claimed there was no prenup in the picture to protect Justin's massive bag. She followed this with a comment that was pure shade.
But in the name of religion, I guess it's all good.
The audience ate up that sarcasm, and it was giving main character energy, as Wendy basically suggested that the couple's God-girl summer vibes were clouding their judgment when it came to the practical stuff like prenups. But wait, there's more. Wendy then dragged Hailey's father, actor Stephen Baldwin, for letting his daughter get married while barely old enough to order a drink.
My thought is, shame on you, Stephen Baldwin, the father of Hailey Baldwin, for co-signing on your 21-year-old daughter getting married. Like, she's not, and they've been on and off again, allegedly for years, these two, Bieber and this girl. But I don't care what your background is. These days, 21 is too young to be getting married.
Wendy was in her villain era, spilling nothing but facts that 21 is way too young for anyone to be getting married in today's world, no matter what the situation is. She even said she'd be going full mama bear mode if her own son wanted to get married at that age.
Even for a boy. Like, if my son told me he was in love and wanted to get married at 21, I'd be like, are you serious? Oh, no, you don't. Well, who's this girl? Who are her parents? Let's gang up on these kids and make this not happen, or whatever.
Adding more fuel to the fire, Williams then suggested that Hailey's relationship with Justin was basically her big break, low-key shading that the marriage might be more of a come-up for Hailey and the Baldwin family than for Justin.
The biggest thing that has happened to her is that she's with Bieber. Now we all, do you understand? And the biggest thing that has happened to this family in a long time is that they're attached to Bieber, who's attached to $250 million. Now, she's a pretty girl, though.
Williams then did a live poll with her audience, asking if they thought 21 was too young to be getting married, and the crowd was like, period.
Hailey, I'm talking about. I just feel 21 is too young to get married. Clap if you think that, yeah.
She even extended her disapproval to Justin's age as well, basically saying that even at 24, he was giving too young to be tied down energy at this particular point in this day and time. But the real tea that had everyone clutching their pearls came when Wendy spilled what she'd heard about why the couple was sprinting to the altar.
He's only 24, even that's too young at this particular point in this day and time. And they're also saying that the reason that they want to get married so quickly, the set-siders, is that they want to have a baby. And they don't want to do it out of wedlock like everyone else.
Okay, Wendy did give the couple props for wanting to have a baby within marriage rather than pulling a surprise we're expecting moment outside of marriage. But she immediately went back to her tough love era, saying they should date, enjoy the world, instead of rushing to become parents before they'd even had time to enjoy being young and rich. These scalding hot takes were all over sites like the Daily Mail, where Williams was quoted saying she didn't think the marriage would last longer than a TikTok trend, even suggesting that Justin would be doing a drive-by at Selena's right after the honeymoon, a not-so-subtle nod to Justin's famous ex, Selena Gomez. But Wendy's roasting of the Bieber-Baldwin union didn't end there. By 2019, as Justin started opening up about his mental health struggles, Williams' comments took an even more problematic turn. The Daily Star reported that Williams got called out for urging Hailey to divorce Justin because of his mental health issues, saying, "I think I'd want to divorce him in the name of love and friendship." This take did not pass the vibe check with mental health professionals. Mind coach Anna Williamson read Wendy for filth, calling her comments shocking and reminding everyone that marriage is supposed to be a through better or worse situation. The backlash highlighted how problematic it was to suggest throwing in the towel as a solution to mental health challenges, especially when Justin and Hailey had barely been husband and wife for a minute. Despite Wendy Williams' predictions that Justin and Hailey's marriage was destined to flop, the couple has proved the haters wrong. Fast forward to April 2025, they're still going strong and even welcomed a little believer into the world. However, the tabloids are still constantly trying to push the trouble in paradise narrative, keeping the convo about their relationship very much alive in the pop culture zeitgeist. Justin's commitment issues, the truth behind the wedding jitters. Despite the fact that Justin and Hailey went from zero to married quicker than you can say yummy, Justin has been surprisingly transparent about all the doubts and fears running through his mind before he proposed. In January 2020, during a sit-down with Ellen, back when her show was still a thing, Justin opened up about his proposal anxiety in a way that was actually super relatable.
I was extremely nervous. I felt like in the past we talked about, me asking the question, and I felt like she would say yes. So I wasn't really nervous about saying yes, but I think it's just like, I think I was more nervous about, am I gonna make this commitment? Am I able to make this commitment as a man and be able to honor, what I say? Because that's a serious commitment when you say you're gonna love someone for better, for worse, and be faithful. That's a huge, am I able to do that? And so I think that was really what I was battling with.
One of the biggest pop stars on the planet straight up admitting he wasn't stressing about Hailey rejecting him, he was freaking out about whether he could actually step up and be a faithful husband. That's the kind of self-awareness we rarely see from celebs, and it shows that maybe Justin had grown up more than Wendy Williams gave him credit for in her hot takes. Justin then broke down how he finally decided to lock it down with Hailey.
And I finally was like, I'm gonna make the decision and follow through with it, and be a husband, and this is what I've always wanted. I'm gonna just choose this woman and just do it.
And commit to it.
According to Business Insider's coverage of the interview, Justin's nervousness wasn't just wedding jitters. It was legit concerns about his ability to stay committed and faithful, which hits different when you think about his past relationships and the temptations that come with being a global superstar. But wait, there's more. In a February 2019 Vogue cover story that broke the internet, Justin dropped another bombshell about his trust issues with Hailey. In the viral Vogue interview, Justin admitted, "It's been difficult for me, even, to trust Hailey." This confession was part of a deeper convo about his past situationships and decisions that had basically destroyed his confidence in his own judgment. The article spilled that the newlyweds were already in couples therapy with their pastor, Judah Smith, trying to work through these issues. Talk about starting marriage on hard mode. In the same interview, Hailey kept it 100 about married life, saying, "The thing is, marriage is very hard. That is the sentence you should lead with. It's really effing hard. No fairy tale propaganda here. Just two young celebs being real about the fact that marriage isn't just cute Instagram posts and matching outfits. We can't ignore that Justin's trust issues probably stemmed from his messy romantic history, including his years-long on-again, off-again saga with Selena Gomez, which finally ended for good earlier in 2018. Plus, Justin and Hailey had their own complicated past, having dated from 2014 to 2016 before a breakup that People magazine described as very dramatic. All this baggage definitely influenced how Justin approached commitment with Hailey the second time around. Justin's also opened up about how being young and famous AF affected his ability to commit. In a 2016 GQ interview that Teen Vogue covered, Justin expressed major hesitation about rushing things with Hailey, saying, "What if Hailey ends up being the girl I'm gonna marry, right? If I rush into anything, if I damage her, then it's always gonna be damaged." This shows Justin had been in his feelings about potentially marrying Hailey for years before they actually tied the knot. But the moment that truly broke the internet came in March 2020, when Justin appeared on Ellen again, this time with Demi Lovato as guest host. During this appearance, Justin dropped a comment about his marriage to Hailey that had Twitter absolutely losing it.
How did we meet? We met in the early mornings of a Today Show taping. I'm pretty sure she didn't want to be there. Her dad dragged her out of bed in the morning. And basically was like, I think because she was raised Christian, and I think they found out that, I think it was an arranged marriage, I'm pretty sure. I'm not. Looking back now, I'm like, it was definitely an arranged marriage. They set this whole thing up. No, but since she was raised Christian.
Justin's joke about their marriage being arranged because their parents introduced them due to their shared Christian values spread faster than a viral TikTok dance. While it was clearly meant to be funny, it had fans on social media creating conspiracy theories faster than you can say believers. Her campus did a whole deep dive on this rumor, noting how some fans on TikTok took Justin's joke way too seriously, fueling wild theories about their relationship. But let's get our facts straight. Justin and Hailey's meet cute was way more innocent than an arranged marriage situation. They first crossed paths in 2009 at a Today Show taping when Hailey's dad, Stephen Baldwin, introduced them. Justin was just 15 and Hailey was 13. They were literal children. People magazine reported that Hailey herself had previously made a similar joke on The Tonight Show, describing their first meeting as giving arranged marriage situation vibes. Their actual relationship didn't kick off until 2014 when they reconnected at church, very on brand. They were in an it's complicated situation until 2016, hit pause for a couple years, then got back together in June 2018 before speedrunning to engagement in July and marriage that September. Despite the arranged marriage joke going viral, credible sources confirm that Justin and Hailey's marriage was built on love, not family matchmaking. In a 2020 Elle interview that everyone was sharing, Hailey emphasized how important their shared faith was, saying, "Being able to share that with each other, to have that bond of faith and spirituality, is so critical for us." In a 2021 podcast interview with Chelsea and Judah Smith, as reported by Elle, Justin opened up about battling depression during their first years as husband and wife, which Hailey admitted was a massive struggle to witness. They've given major props to couples therapy for helping them level up their relationship, showing they're committed to working through their issues rather than just calling it quits when the going gets tough. Justin's public declarations of love for Hailey, like his 2018 engagement announcement where he called her the love of my life, as Capital FM reported, show that beyond all the doubts and fears, his connection with Hailey is the real deal, not just some PR stunt or rushed decision. In August 2024, Justin and Hailey welcomed their first child, a son they named Jack Blues Bieber, starting a whole new chapter in their love story. This milestone came almost 6 years after they said, "I do," proving that the speculation about them rushing to the altar to start a family ASAP was just more internet gossip that didn't age well. The internet never forgets, social media wars and endless speculation. Even though Justin and Hailey Bieber have been married for over 6 years now, the public's obsession with their relationship is still giving main character energy. The couple continues to face more scrutiny than an influencer's Photoshop fail, with many fans still caught up in the Justin-Selena-Hailey eternal triangle. This obsession has taken on a life of its own, from eagle-eyed fans analyzing every single social media interaction to creating elaborate theories about subtle shade being thrown. The phenomenon is particularly wild in what everyone calls the fan-driven feud between Hailey Bieber and Selena Gomez. According to CNN's Deep Dive, Hailey Bieber has been dealing with toxic levels of online hate from Selena stans ever since she put a ring on Justin's finger in 2018. This hate fest stems from the messy timeline of Justin's love life and fans creating their own narrative of rivalry, all amplified by the echo chamber of social media. Some Selenators feel super protective of their queen, seeing Hailey as the woman who stole Justin away. The drama keeps leveling up with social media moments that fans interpret as shots fired. For example, in March 2025, a TikToker named Courtney Presto created absolute chaos when she accused Hailey of liking a video that dragged Selena Gomez and her fiancé Benny Blanco for their Interview magazine photo shoot. People magazine reported that the TikTok creator claimed, "Hailey Bieber herself liked my TikTok. Don't necessarily come for me in the comments, but I was being a little shady to Selena Gomez," suggesting the feud was still very much alive. However, Hailey's team shut that down real quick, telling Us Weekly, "This never happened. This entire story has been fabricated by a content creator looking to capitalize off of an old, tired narrative. The clout chasing was real. This drama is just one example of the non-stop conspiracy theories swirling around Justin, Hailey, and Selena." Another tea-spilling moment happened in April 2025, when Justin posted a meme on his Instagram story featuring Gollum from The Lord of the Rings clutching a ring with the caption, "Girls on social media when they get engaged." Stan Twitter immediately went into detective mode, convinced this was shade directed at Selena, who had announced her engagement to Benny Blanco back in December 2024. BuzzFeed's coverage showed fans were connecting dots faster than a conspiracy theorist, with comments like, "Nah, the ring one has to be about Selena," and accusing Justin of being petty about his ex's happy news. Of course, Justin never confirmed these theories, leaving everyone in a did he or didn't he spiral of speculation. The plot thickened on April 6, 2025, when a fan account on X claimed that Justin had liked and then unliked a photo of Selena and Benny kissing. This tea was spilled across multiple media outlets, but there was no way to fact-check if the like-unlike actually happened without access to Instagram's back-end data. It's a perfect example of how rumors can spread faster than a TikTok dance challenge without any receipts to back them up. This constant analysis of every single interaction has created a toxic environment for all three stars, who have each tried to shut down the narrative that they're in some kind of celebrity Cold War. Both Hailey and Selena have released statements asking fans to stop with the negativity. In March 2023, Selena took to her Instagram stories to address the situation head-on after hearing that Hailey was receiving death threats. CNN reported that Selena wrote, "This isn't what I stand for. No one should have to experience hate or bullying. I've always advocated for kindness and really want this all to stop." Hailey responded with gratitude, thanking Selena and saying she wanted to move past all the toxic drama. Hailey has been equally vocal about shutting down the feud rumors. In June 2023, People magazine covered how she begged her followers on Instagram to stop leaving hate comments on Selena's posts, writing, "If you're leaving mean or rude comments on my behalf on anyone's posts, just know that I don't want that, nor do I ever or will I ever support or condone hateful, mean, or nasty comments. Doing that is not supporting me. If you are participating in that, you are a part of a culture that I want no part of. Please be nice or don't say anything." The plot twist that had everyone gagging came in September 2022, when Hailey appeared on Alex Cooper's Call Her Daddy podcast and stated that it's all love between her and Selena. The internet nearly broke when, later that year, they posed together at the Academy Museum Gala in Los Angeles, looking like they were actually vibing with each other. Despite these efforts to kill the narrative, the drama continues to thrive, powered by stan culture and clickbait media. The constant scrutiny has clearly taken a major toll, especially on Hailey, who has described the feud narrative as really dangerous and twisted. Reports from Daily Mail and TMZ suggest that Hailey is now exploring legal options against internet trolls spreading fake news, having reportedly connected with attorney Lisa Moore, who previously won a $4 million defamation case for Cardi B. The entire situation is even more complicated because of the intense public investment in Justin and Selena's past relationship. The Jelena era, spanning from 2010 to 2018, was basically the millennial Gen Z version of a royal romance, obsessively documented by media and immortalized in their music. Songs like Selena's chart-topping Lose You to Love Me and Justin's Sorry are widely seen as musical chapters in their shared history. When Selena and Benny Blanco made their engagement Instagram official in December 2024, it reignited all the speculation about Justin's feelings. The Daily Mail reported that sources close to Justin said he felt a brief sting when he heard Selena was engaged, even though he's happily married. The insider spilled, "When he heard that Selena was engaged, he'll even admit it stung for a brief second," adding that it marked the end of an era for Justin. The drama factory went into overdrive when when Selena dropped her album, I Said I Love You First, in March 2025, with fans going full detective mode on the lyrics for Justin references. According to the Daily Mail, tracks like How Does It Feel to Be Forgotten and You Said You Were Sorry had fans convinced Selena was throwing shade at Justin with lyrics like You're so embarrassing, Go cry when no one's watching, and Happy Without You, More Now Than I Ever Was. Selena tried to put the rumors to rest in a Spotify interview, saying, Anytime I release anything, the interpretation is going to be up to the audience. However, I would like to say that most of this album has nothing to do with what everyone may go to. Yahoo Entertainment reported that she emphasized the album was about her growth, new relationships, and friendship transitions, not just recycling Justin drama. But let's be real. Stan Twitter, TikTok, and Instagram, don't let facts get in the way of a good theory. The obsession with the Justin-Hailey-Selena triangle continues to break the internet on the regular, highlighting the creepy power of parasocial relationships in shaping celebrity narratives and the struggle public figures face in controlling their own stories. It's worth noting that while Wendy Williams' predictions that Justin and Hailey were heading for Splitsville haven't come true yet, her comments about their youth and the challenges they'd face weren't totally off base. The couple has definitely weathered some major storms, from Justin's mental health struggles to the constant microscope they live under, and the never-ending fan drama surrounding their relationship. However, contrary to Williams' suggestion that divorce might be the vibe check Hailey needed, Justin and Hailey have chosen to stick it out and work through their issues as a team. In a 2021 podcast, In Good Faith with Chelsea and Judah Smith, as Elle reported, Justin opened up about his depression battles, which Hailey admitted was beyond tough to watch. They've given major props to therapy for helping them level up their relationship, showing they're committed to the long game, not just the honeymoon phase. This resilience in the face of both personal demons and constant internet drama shows their relationship has more depth than critics like Wendy Williams initially gave them credit for. While Justin was definitely in his feelings about commitment before tying the knot, his willingness to face those fears and choose Hailey speaks to some serious character development. Thanks for watching this deep dive into all the drama surrounding Justin and Hailey Bieber's relationship, Wendy Williams' spicy takes, and the social media war that just won't quit. If this video was giving you life, click on one of the cards on your screen to see more videos like this.